Hello everyone. Sorry for this video. You're just going to be staring at a piano while I talk to you because I don't have any visuals for you for this lesson. But this is going to be I'm going to be talking about routine and why routine matters, especially in practicing piano. It is super duper important that you have a good practice routine. When I was learning piano, when I was taking lessons, I was really bad with routine. I'd ignore my homework all week, and then like 20 minutes before my piano lesson I'd quickly rush to do it, and my teacher could always tell that I did not practice. I didn't improve very fast because I didn't have a good routine. So it's not about how long you practice, it's about how you structure your time. Because 20 minutes every day is a lot better than 4 hours in one sitting. That's too much. So a good routine will help you stay consistent, it'll help you improve faster, and it'll help you avoid feeling overwhelmed. So we can build together we can build a simple, effective schedule that you can actually stick to. So why routine matters? If you just sit down and play whatever you feel like, you're human. You're gonna avoid playing difficult things. You're gonna repeat the same mistakes. You're not gonna want to improve as fast as you could. You want to take things slow, take it easy. A lot of times people say, just do it. It's easy, just do it. And honestly, if it was easy, I would have done it already. So that's not very helpful advice, right? You need to build a schedule. You need to stick to the schedule. So a big thing is deciding how long you'll practice each day. It's important to practice every day so that you can build consistency and you can build habit and you can build routine. So I usually do 45 minutes to an hour a day, but obviously that's because I have that time. If you don't have that amount of time, you can do 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's a lot better to practice a little bit every day than to do a lot in one sitting, as I said before. Consistency will always beat intensity. So how much ever you have the threshold to do, if you only have 20 minutes in a day, that's fine. If you have a full hour, that's fine. Just don't overexert yourself and don't force yourself to do less than you can. Try to find that sweet spot between improving and actually slacking off. Which I am. I'm not trying to be mean. I do that a lot. I'm calling myself out on that. So step 2 is dividing your time. Split your practice into sections. If you are going in blind and you have no idea what to do, chances are you're gonna play for a little bit and then go back to playing some old pieces that you are more confident in. That's what unfortunately, I will admit I do that sometimes. I'll start on a new piece, I'll say, this is too hard, and then I'll play the same 5 songs over and over again. So what I would strongly recommend is write down a schedule and check off boxes as you go. So I like to do like a 5 to 10 minute warm up, playing scales, getting the blood flowing, especially if it's cold. My house is always really cold, so my fingers are freezing and they're really stiff. So I just like to warm them up and get them going. I'll play maybe a couple songs that I've played in the past, some easy, confident songs, and then work on technique. So that's going to be your scales, your rhythms. Work on look at your pieces and figure out what you want to do. If you're going to lessons, look at your homework. Look at which is the hardest thing to do, which is the easiest thing to do, and kind of sort based on that. That's maybe like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Then you're going to go to your repertoire, which is your main pieces, what you actually want to practice. And instead of just playing your songs top to bottom, run them through and say, okay, I'm done, that was my improvement, focus on each section. Pick a section that you want to focus on today. Set a goal. Say, by the end of this 20-minute session, I'm going to be able to play this line flawlessly at this speed. So break down each song. You'll find that when you break it down, it actually adds a lot of time to your practice. You don't even recognize it, but because you're focusing on something different, your brain is always stimulated, and it helps a lot with like scheduling what to do. And then at the end, you can have a little fun. You can mess around, play some old songs, try out some new easy songs that's not your repertoire. Each section has a purpose. This will keep your practice balanced instead of just random. It'll keep your brain stimulated. It'll keep you motivated to learn. So breaking that down, start with a short warm-up that will prepare your hands and your focus. Don't do too much. Just keep it simple. Just keep it warm. In the technique time, work on your scales, your arpeggios, and your finger exercises. This is where you'll build strength and control. This might not be the most exciting part. You'll probably be like, oh, I'm so bored. This is terrible. This is, I think, the worst part of piano is the constant is the scales and arpeggios, and it's just like boring and you want to play Beethoven and Mozart, but you have to build your way up. So it might not be exciting, but it makes everything else easier. Then focused repertoire practice. This is the main part of your session. Work on your pieces, don't just play them through. Break down difficult passages, practice it slowly, fix specific problems. This is where your real improvement happens, if you really break it down and figure out what you are going to learn. And it's nice to only have one thing to practice a day. So let's say like on Monday you say, okay, I'm going to work on this line. Tuesday I'm going to work on the next line. Wednesday, blah, 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 and so on. If you try to fix your entire piece in one sitting, chances are you're not going to be able to do it, and you're going to be unmotivated, because that's a lot of work. And your brain does not want to do work, unfortunately. That's just being human. And end with something enjoyable, end with something fun. Learning new songs, especially ones that are maybe a little bit out of your comfort level. If it's new, if there is something that you have not seen before and it's challenging and you can't get it, it's so easy to be unmotivated, to kind of not want to play anymore, to give up and be frustrated. But if you end with something fun, this is where you realize you actually love playing piano. Play a favorite song, improvise a little bit, and play something easy. Rotate your focus. Don't practice everything every day. That's how you get bored. Rotate it. Focus on piece A or piece B. Focus on this line, that line, this measure. Try to do something different every day. Always go back and, kind of refresh your memory of what you did the previous day. But for the focused repertoire session, it's nice to focus on a different thing every day and set small goals. Focus on what you want to improve today. Focus on one tricky measure, or smoothing out a scale, or, learning this one line. If you try to say, I'm going to fix this entire song, it's not reasonable. You just won't have any clue where to start. So keep track of what you work on, write it down. On your music, you can write dates, you can highlight sections that you want to work on, when you want to get it finished by. Or you can write down notes, have a notebook, write it on your phone. Just seeing progress over time will keep you motivated. So you can say hey, in week 1, I was sight reading this song. I had no clue. Now I'm in week 3 and I've got the first page done and confident. So that's how you will keep up your motivation and how you will build confidence, is seeing progress over time. So start small, build your way up slowly. You don't have to become Mozart overnight. These are some common mistakes that I see. Don't practice without a plan. Don't just go in all willy-nilly and try to fix everything. Or don't spend all of your time on one thing, every day, every week, playing one single measure. Even after it's done, you're I want to perfect it. Good enough is perfect. That is what I always say. Good enough is perfect for me. Don't skip hard sections. That is how you learn. That's how you actually play a piece, is the hard sections. And if you don't play it, and if you avoid it and you're just frustrated because, it's too hard and I can't play it, well, you're the one that didn't play it. I know, this sounds really mean. I'm calling myself out on this. This is something I'm a victim to all the time. I'm guilty of this. So this is honestly a reminder for me too. And don't practice inconsistently. Try to have a set schedule, follow the same routine, warm up, technique, repertoire, and fun. A good practice routine doesn't have to be complicated. You just have to be consistent, divide your time, focus on goals, and keep it balanced. Build a routine that you can stick to, and your progress will skyrocket. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.